Guys, hello and welcome for another day in this daily vlog. And so there wasn't any video on Friday because I just came back from my trip, so I was really tired yesterday and I didn't find any room for to make this video. So today's video will be for Friday and Saturday. And oh boy, we've got some tremendous news. So first of all, let's talk about HOGE. HOGE did an x20. So I was at around like $2,000. So what I did with the HOGE, first of all I did cover my position by selling 250,000 coin. So by that I could cover my initial investment, which was $100. Then after when it was like 007 or 0069, I did sell 1,400,000. So right now I did cash out $1,200. So it's pretty good. So I made like around x12 on my initial investment, so it's pretty good. And I still have some HOGE that I'm still holding. I'm still holding around like 1,000 and I'm still holding 1,500,000 HOGE. So it's pretty good. So right now, my coins are worth around like $800. So that's about it about the HOGE. I do think that the price is still gonna rise up a lot because right now people are really in a big FOMO mood. They're like, oh yeah, I should invest on the HOGE. The HOGE, like you see, like people are talking more and more about it on Reddit and on other platforms. So yeah, I think it was for me, like as I told you 2 days ago, my initial goal was to make x10, which I did. So I made x10 and still I've got half of my coins to go to the moon. So it's pretty good. I think it was a pretty good decision what I did. Withdraw an x10 profit and then just let the rest of the coins that I have for, you know, we don't know, for maybe like 0.1, 0.5, I don't know, we'll see. So that was about it for the HOGE. Now let's talk about another gem that I did find. It's called SAFEMOON. So I did invest yesterday on SAFEMOON, yesterday morning, because I was like, okay, SAFEMOON looks pretty good. So what is SAFEMOON? SAFEMOON is a meme coin such as HOGE, but the difference is that first of all, SAFEMOON has much more coins than HOGE, and second of all, they're burning much more coins than HOGE is burning. So they're burning around like 5%, so which is actually a lot on each transaction. You also get a 5% reward each transaction. So I was like, oh, it's interesting because there is like more burning, but also there's more coins. So I don't know. I was kind of interested by this crypto. But what I did really find interesting is that they were on their roadmap. They had a plan for NFT. They were planning on selling NFT. So I still don't know what it's gonna be about. But I was like, okay. So right now we're like on a big NFT movement. Also, SAFEMOON, you know, it has some kind of link with space. And we all know that right now there's lots of people are talking about space, like about going to Mars with SpaceX, stuff like that. So I was like, if they do NFTs with, you know, I don't know, with the space, with the moon, stuff like that. So I was like, it will be an interesting thing. Yeah, that's why I invested in the SAFEMOON. But also because, as you probably know, in the stock market or in the crypto market, when the name of the crypto sounds good, you know, for example, like there was a stock which was called a pizza, Pizza. So like people could remember it easily, so people were buying it because, you know, it just sounded cool. And that's the same thing for SAFEMOON. SAFEMOON, you know, with those meme community where people always say, let's go to the moon. This coin, I do think that it will skyrocket. It did skyrocket actually. So I was like, yeah, SAFEMOON is a good name for a meme coin. The community looks pretty supportive towards the project. Their tokenomics was really interesting with the 5% burning, and also they were planning on releasing NFTs with, you know, space and stuff like that, which was like pretty trendy. So I was like, NFTs about the space with a meme coin, I think there is some potential. So this is why I invested on SAFEMOON. So I bought around like $100 of it, And then I saw a big news. This news was because when I did invest on the SAFEMOON, they wanted to be listed on Whitebit, but they couldn't because they didn't have any that much funds for that. So they were, you know, like asking the community to fund their listing on Whitebit. So it was like around like 55 BNB. So when I did got in, it was like they reached like, I don't know, like maybe 10 out of those 55 BNB. But maybe like 5 hours later, they were like, someone made a donation of like 40 BNB. So then they announced that they will be listed on Whitebit. So I was like, oh, okay, that's really interesting. So I did invest another 80 bucks on that. So now I've got like around like $180 on that. And guess what? I was right. The price did skyrocket. So yesterday it went from like my investment went from $200, like $180 to $600, and right now I'm at $900 of my initial investment. So I made like around like $700 of profit, so which is really good. And also one big news is that so the first time I wanted to invest on SAFEMOON, there were like around like 1,400 holders of SAFEMOON. Then when I did got in, there were like 2,300 holders. And right now, 2 days after, like one day, because no, just one day, like 24 hours after that, there are 5,400 holders. So the coin is growing like really fast. So I do think that SAFEMOON has some potential to reach like a x20 or x30 or maybe like x100. We'll see. My strategy on the SAFEMOON will be the same as HOGE. I will withdraw when I will have an x10. So when the coin will reach like x20, I will withdraw like my x10, so off of my coins, and then I'll just let the rest of my coin to go to the moon. So that's about it for meme coins. Now we'll talk about another coin that I find really interesting, and this coin is called Terra. Terra is really interesting because it's not a meme coin. It's a coin with a serious project behind it that is already working, and this project is about streaming platforms. So as you all probably know, right now we're streaming lots of things. We're streaming music, streaming lots of movies on Netflix, on Amazon Prime, Hulu. We've got lots of platforms like that. But right now, those platforms are facing one big issue. It is to serve the maximum quality to people. For example, like 4K, 8K. But serving 4K and 8K or 16K, it costs a lot of money and a lot of resources. A lot of electricity, lots of data centers. So, and Telecom came with a solution for that. So what they do is basically they're using nodes on the blockchain to store cash. You know, when you're loading a YouTube video, there is some cash, you know, like it's the white bar. So what they do is they send it to the blockchain, and then when you want to watch some content on their blockchain, you just use the blockchain to get the cash. So with this process, it increases the performance of your streaming, so you can easily stream like 4K and stuff like that. So it's way better. So and also a good thing about Terra is that they did sign lots of good partnerships, such as Google, Sony, and Lionsgate. So which is pretty good and some really good news. So I waited for the price to have a correction, because the price went from like $3 to $9, and then it did suffer from a correction of like $3, so now it's like at $6. So I did enter at $6. I did throw also like $100. So I'm gonna see. So that's about it for those investments that I'm making. But keep in mind, guys, I'm not a financial advisor. Do your own research on this crypto. I do think that on the HOGE, you still have a train to catch, because I do think you can still make some money. Maybe not at X10, but X2, X3 easily. On the SAFEMOON, I do think that you can invest right now on SAFEMOON, because I do think there is still room for you guys to make at least X10 on SAFEMOON, or at least X8 or X5, because it's still growing a lot, and there is like only like 500 holders. So But I've got a little disclaimer about SAFEMOON is that you guys should wait for a correction, because right now we're like on a really high bull run. But what you have to know and what you should do also when you invest on a crypto is to watch it on the Ether scan or BSC scan. With those websites, you can see the holders and see who owns the most of the currency. So for example, right now on the SafeMoon, there are like at least like 3 to 4 wallets that do own like more than 1% of the total amount of coins. So like a person 0.6, a person 0.5, something like that. So those people who owns like lots and lots of coins, they're called whales. And what can they do with their coins is that if they decide to sell at like all their coins, they can influence the price a lot. So it usually makes the price dump a lot. So like maybe like 10-20%. So what I would advise you guys is to wait for a whale to dump the price and then get into the SafeMoon. Because right now we're on the bull move. Because for example, like let's say that like on a bull move, like the price goes from 1 to 10, and then you invest at 10, but then the whale is dumping their coins. So like at 10, it goes down to 5, then it goes back to 12. Like you would make like only 20% instead of making, for example, like 50% investing at 5. So that's about it for today. I hope you liked this video. I saw that there was like lots of attention for the HOGE and SafeMoon. So if you guys like those coins and if you like you guys like the gems that I'm talking about, please put a like, subscribe to this channel. See you tomorrow for another video. And also guys, I'm opening my Telegram pretty soon. So like keep an eye on that. Anyway guys, take care. Put a like if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. Bye bye guys, see ya.